Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Talk Time Africa. Good to have you this evening.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming. Now, I'm not sure whether any of you have had time to see our show. We hope you have. But there's something unique about today's show. Today's show is the launch for Talk Time Africa, and we're celebrating it today with family and friends. So we're glad that you could join us.
Well, as Jay said, we have our friends and family here today. And how better to celebrate a dream when you have people who love you and who want to see you progress. And that's why we invited all of you to be here this evening. So thank you for coming to support this dream. And we're all going on this ride together.
To do that, though, what we do is we do need some of your involvement, and I'm not sure whether we're going to have to call on you or whether you're going to have to volunteer. But you know what we need to do? Let's find out if we can speak somebody else's language, another native language, like how to say hello in another language.
That's a tough one, Jay.
Well, let's start with maybe Nigeria.
Okay.
Somebody tell me how to say hello in a native language in Nigeria.
Okay. So we have some rules. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
The rules.
Tell us your name. Tell us the country you represent. Tell us the language you speak and how to say hello.
Good evening. My name is Bolaji Ogunbumi, and I speak Yoruba. And how do you say hello in Yoruba? Is Bawoni.
Okay, I'm going to assume that your country is Africa.
Yes.
No?
Nigeria.
Okay, you didn't tell us your country. That's why I'm saying that.
I thought I said Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's from Nigeria and he says,
Bawoni.
okay, thank you. Jay.
All right. Do we have anybody else here from another country? Okay, you can give us another dialect, another language. Okay, so you know the rules. You give us your name, the country, the dialect, and how to say it.
Okay.
Good evening. My name is Victoria Boka. I'm from Nigeria. I speak about 4 different dialects in Nigeria, but I'm going to greet you in the Efik language. Ekam don ditoite.
Nikki, you got that one?
Okay, okay.
Ekam.
Ekam don ditoite.
Okay, what she said.
She just had to give us a hard one. If I mess up on that, we mess up together as a family. Okay? Ekomdo itoite. Ditoite. Thank you. I have a couple myself. To my Kenyan friends out there, I say Jambo. Do you have one more, Jay?
I'm going to pick up on where Mr. Gumbumi left off.
Okay.
Because I think another Yoruba one that they would say is Eku dede wo yo. Right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, friends and family. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Again, this is Nikki on Talk Time Africa. Well, today we have a treat for you. We have a special guest here in the studio. He's a musician. He's been playing for over 30 years. And if you've been to some of those upscale parties where all they play is jazz and they drink that special drink that's called Moe, then you've probably seen or even heard him play. His instrument of choice is the saxophone, and his musical genre is jazz, specifically gospel jazz.
Everybody, please help us welcome Mr. Kenny Nightingale.
Hey, how you doing?
Nice to have you.
Nice, and you too.
Thank
Hi,
you for
sweetie.
coming.
Nice.
Sit down. Good to see you, Kenny.
You too, you too.
Looking very good.
Thanks.
Sounding even better. So I was just telling everyone how talented you are and how you're raking in the big bucks. How do you do these things?
Well, just first of all, I would like to say, the gift, this is the gift of God, first of all, so I have to give thanks to God for everything, no matter what. And He gives me the strength to keep going and keep pursuing my dreams, you know. And all I can say is just I give thanks, you know,
Wow.
yeah, for His gift and grace.
That's amazing. And it's a special talent, very special talent.
Amen to that.
Tell us a little bit about your background, where the music originated from, your family.
Yeah, actually, my father is a sax player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, I grew up in a musical family. I have 8 brothers, and we're all into music full time,
Wow.
playing music. Yeah, so I grew up way back in the day. My dad used to travel a lot, touring a lot and stuff, but he had a vision that his children should get into music as well. And he started putting us together, and he started a music school, actually, School
Okay.
of Music back.
Okay. So
And,
you all learned from that school?
Yeah, we all
Okay.
learned from the school.
Okay.
Yeah, then we started teaching at the school.
Oh, wow.
Ourselves, yeah.
You got so good, you had to start teaching.
Yeah, you know, so actually I found myself with so much passion after my father, whatever, you know, he's been doing, which is music. And before I know it, I pick up the sax and start playing, just, you know, going places and doing shows and performing
Yeah.
with my dad side by side,
Yeah.
like doing horn section together, you know, which is so amazing. You know, standing by the side of my dad playing the saxophone together with him. I mean, that was I was
Special
like, wow.
bonding, that was.
Yeah. So, you know.
Yeah. And I was saying that your instrument of choice is the saxophone. What I didn't mention, though, is that Kenny is a multi-instrumentalist. He plays well, maybe not all, but most. Tell us about that.
Yeah, unfortunately, since I grew up in a musical family and ended up teaching at my dad's school, so I had the opportunity to lay my hands around several instruments. So I started, because I wanted to sing as well. So I picked up the guitar, the acoustic guitar, and started playing, and so I can sing, so I can write my own music.
Right.
So I started playing the guitar. From there, I switched to the keyboard and started playing the keyboard and writing more songs with the keyboard.
So you write
And
too?
Yes, also write music. I write my music and arrange music. So I started playing the guitar and the keyboard. Then I started playing the drums. So basically, I just went all around and put my hands on everything I can do.
Right.
Yeah.
And you picked everything up like that.
So I can teach the students too at my dad's school.
Okay. You enjoyed that?
Oh, I enjoyed it. It's fun to teach. It is fun. It is fun because whenever I'm teaching, I'm as well learning myself.
Right.
You know, so I enjoy that interaction going on between me and the students. So whenever I'm teaching somebody and they ask me questions, I try to redefine things and try to look for stuff and begin to discover a lot of stuff about music itself. So it's very interesting.
Amazing. Amazing stuff.
As you'll see soon, you'll hear Kenny play. He plays wonderful jazz, and my friends and family know I'm a jazz lover. But why jazz? Why did you choose to go with jazz?
Well, jazz is a universal language, first of all. I like instrument because I'm a saxophonist. I can be at the background playing R&B and pop and everything. Of course, which I can play all style of music. I play all kind of music. But jazz is preferable for me because as a sax player, I can express myself. I can express my heart, my feeling, the way I feel with my saxophone.
Right.
So that was how I decided to start listening to some other great artists before me, like Grover Washington, the late Grover Washington Jr., and Charlie Parker, John Coltrane, Dizzy Gillespie. You know, I started listening to them and start following them, and I love what they're doing. I come to realize that jazz is a language. You know, you can go to South Korea, North Korea, or you can go to Japan or Europe, and you don't speak the language you speak. But with the instrument, we can all interact.
musical
we
language,
can speak the
so to
musical
speak.
language.
Right.
They can say something, I understand whatever they're saying. You know, so that's how I built the interest of playing jazz. I enjoy it because jazz is improvisation. Basically, jazz started from the root, from Africa, from motherland. That's where jazz started from. You know, because jazz is more of percussion.
Right.
And Africa is very good in percussion music.
Okay.
So that's where everything spread to the West. And now they come up with different style of compositions and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were saying, though, that you started a band with your brothers in high school, when you were in high school.
Yeah.
Was it jazz? And secondly, did that work out, you know, did it progress into a musical career for you guys?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. While I was in high school, I had my brothers. We put a band together. It's called Jah Blessing. That was the name of the band, Jah Blessing. And we had a record deal. You know, my father used to, even before we had a record deal, my father used to like read the newspaper whenever he's looking for what is happening in town. If there is a show or competition going on somewhere, it says you have to register to be in this competition.
Wow.
And the competition is today. My dad was like, "Oh, boys, we got a gig we're going to." You know, where are we going? Hey, guys, we got a competition to go. But Dad, it says you have to pay, you have to register months. Don't worry, we're going to competition. So we usually go to competition and end up becoming the first always. But they never give it to us because we didn't register. But fortunately, yeah, you know, yeah, always. Oh, the first, you know, the first runner-up is Jah Blessing. But I'm sorry, guys. You guys didn't enroll, so we have to pass it on to somebody else. To number 2 have to come first.
Why did they let you perform then if you're not registered?
But actually, the truth is they never wanted us to perform. Everywhere we go, they don't want us to perform. But my dad would be, I would see my dad at the corner, like almost fighting with the producer. No, this kids, no, you gotta let this boys, I'm telling you, give them, okay, 1 minute. Let them just do something. Just, you know, my dad would be arguing with them, like almost fighting. Daddy, let's go. Hey, Kenny, hold on. I got to talk to this guy. Don't you know me? I'm Fuzzy, you know?
That's
Come
amazing.
on. So at the end of the day, okay, 5 minutes, okay. And bam, when they call the announcement, they give it to us, but we're not taking it. Yeah. But fortunately for us, 1989, we went for this competition, huge by Polygram Records. And so the same incident, we were not registered, and we went there and we came first. So, but they didn't give it to us, but there was other company there called Decca Records, Aphrodisiac Record. They were there. So they saw us and they approached my dad. So I like your voice. And I said, okay. So, and that's how they gave us a record deal. And we went to studio and now we record a reggae album. Yeah, we were there playing reggae music. Then reggae was a big thing, Bob Marley and everything was happening. So we did a reggae album called Bongo Man. That was the title of Bongo Man, I hear me say. Bongo Man, I hear me say. You know, with a beautiful gospel lyrics on it.
I like that,
Gospel, Bongo Man, I hear me say, for we all are crucified Jesus Christ.
Okay.
You know, beautiful song. And became a big hit then, and then with some other songs. But you know, unfortunately, not like what we really expected, because there was a little problem with the promotion. It was a smash hit abroad in other West African countries, but not in Nigeria. We kind of find out that they didn't want us to know how much it was sold. You know, those gimmicks in the industry, you know? Yeah. But anyway, it was a good start. Beautiful start for us. We were just kids, so.
What about today? You see you with your sax, but you're not a soloist though. You also do have a band today.
Yeah. I have a band. Fuzzy Brothers. Of course, my band, you know, like I said, we used to be called Jah Blessing. But when I started playing, when I switched to jazz, which is my passion, so I decided to go with Fuzzy Brothers, which is my father's name. So we started to use my dad's name as the band name, Fuzzy Brothers. And we're based here in Atlanta.